Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're gonna be looking at Steve Will Do It Must Be Stopped by Voidzilla. Let's check it out and see what's happening. Coffeezilla's shit is always so entertaining, so yeah, let's give him some support and whatever, right? I'll put his channel link in the description.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into Steve Will Do It. We previously exposed him in a 6-part series with Mutahar. Now we're going to do a little check-in, because since we last talked about him, he's back
Big fan of Mutahar as well.
to gambling. He's threatening to sue me, and he's created a crypto coin, which he swears he didn't rug. He swears it was some of his friends, the nerds, he calls them. So we're going to jump into this. We're going to take our time with this one, though, because I really got to build my case here. If you don't remember Steve Will Do It, we did a big series about Rubet's House of Cards. That's a crypto casino. Basically, this guy got on the phone with me after we exposed the fact that he was using fake money to gamble with. He got on the phone and said, hey, look, is there any way we can make this right? I'm not saying this isn't bad, but... man, he's just kind of backed into a corner, and he starts telling me how bad he feels, and eventually he tells me he's going to quit.
A way where it's like you just make this like right, because I'm not here saying, oh no, nothing's wrong with gambling and shit. Like is there a way to make this right with you?
So that's the first clip. Is there any way to make this right with you? Then now. This is all preamble. This is the warm-up, guys. Don't worry. We'll get to the lawsuit threats. We'll get to the crypto coin in a bit.
Well, no, I've already made that decision. Like before saying that it was right. If I saw like that's already decided.
You're done with Rubek.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's a way to do it right. But yeah, as of right now, I'm done. I mean, unless you get on the phone and be like, hey, Steve, this is how you do it right.
So he says, hey, if you don't get on the phone with me and tell me how to do this right, this crypto gambling, I'm going to walk. Because I realized the error of my ways. And this was a deal where he was making millions of dollars, multiple millions of dollars. That shows you how bad he felt. He felt so bad. Getting in all this hot water, he truly, in his heart, knew that something was wrong. That's where he wanted to take accountability. This wasn't an opportunistic leaving of Rubet to avoid heat. This is because he really felt bad. So imagine my surprise when in April, Steve responds to me. Steve messages me, and he says that he wants to sue me. Actually, he starts with the delete the Rubet videos. He said, and then he says, I signed to Rubet again. So he says, delete the video, and also I signed to Rubet. Again, he says, I made wrong accusations. He says, you think you can delete the Rubet video because you were wrong? I don't own Rubet specifically. He thinks that I accused him in a video of owning Rubet. I then naturally ask, well, where did I accuse you? I need a timestamp. And he says, maybe you didn't, which that's already hilarious. He's like, you can't accuse me. Where did I accuse you? Well, maybe you didn't. But your entire 2 videos are misleading. I'm not mad at you, bro. I actually really enjoy you. Now, we've got the classic, I like you, Coffeezilla. But he takes that, and then he goes and tells me this. He says, if I don't take down those videos, he says he's not threatening me, but he is going to send me a conversation he had with his mom where he said he wants to sue me. I want to file a lawsuit against Coffeezilla. He sent me this. What he stated was inaccurate. From way back? Yes, because it was all lies. He used my name and said I owned Rubet. No, I didn't. I just said it's bad to gamble with money that you don't own. We can send a letter to have him retract that statement. He hurt me big time. Is it possible to file a lawsuit and hire the best lawyers in the world? Okay, thanks. Now, bear in mind, why is he doing this now? Like, this is years ago. This is years ago. Well, it's kind of what he said earlier. He said he's back on Rubet. Ultimately, why is he doing it? Well, check it out. I signed to Roobet again. He's back on the sauce, right? He can't. The money's too good. The conscience, it felt good for a bit to stop gambling like that, but hey, stop selling gambling to people. But now you gotta make that check, right? So that's the start of it. Now, in the past, just in the interest of keeping the peace, I usually, when people threaten to sue me, I won't make a big deal out of it. Because it's kind of, it's like a Wednesday, It's just like kind of that happens. That happens in my line of work. However, with the recent Logan Paul stuff, we're not letting any of these goobers threaten us without publicizing it anymore. Hey, if you're going to threaten us, we're going to make content out of you, okay? So that all happened, though. Even so, though, I probably wouldn't be talking about this if that's all it was. After that, I see a video go live where Steve Will Do It is talking about a Rumble deal, okay? This is a guy, by the way, who needs money so much he's got to sign to Roobet, right? He's got to make those millions of dollars, selling gambling to his fans, right? That's the whole point. That's why they get you in. We talked about it in our first series. The way you make money is if you get a bunch of signups. They need you to hook a bunch of your fans on gambling. So Steve Will Do It talks about having a crippling gambling addiction. His job is to sell you a gambling addiction. So I was wondering, I was like, he must be broke. Life for Steve Will Do It must have gotten really hard after he got kicked off YouTube. Something, by the way, at the time I defended him for because I thought the way he got kicked off was a little stupid, whatever. And I said that very publicly. But I wondered, maybe life is tough. Maybe times are hard. Okay? I want to give you this as context for what we're going to see with the crypto coin because this is so unbelievable. Imagine you're this guy and you still need more money. So how this all came about, how we found out the details of this Rumble deal. Turns out he got this Rumble deal where I figured these Rumble guys were making like a decent living, a very decent living, but you're not going to live that influencer lifestyle anymore, right? If you're on Rumble. Little did I know, they got that venture capital funding. They IPO'd. They've got apparently crazy money. And the details of this leaked because Steve Will Do It decided to start complaining about the details of his deal, where basically he was insulting the owner of Rumble because the owner of Rumble didn't want to pay him fully because he didn't fully do the work in his contract. Steve Will Do It is going to complain about this and say this guy's not a man of his word, blah, blah, blah. But the details of his contract come out, and it is insane how much money this guy is making already without anything else.
You know what I'm saying? I thought he was a bad guy. It's all about communication. Because for me, if I knew he was like that, I would have just uploaded a 20-minute video every single week, sucked up the levels, and got paid $400,000 a month.
$400K a month. Okay? Did you guys hear that? I know there's a lot to this stream. I don't want to go through all of it. Just a lot of people talking drunk in a casino. But basically, Steve Will Do It was going to get paid $400,000 a month. That's nearly $5 million in a year to upload 20-minute videos once a week. And I don't know his other deliverables, but I think that was the one he wasn't able to meet. 20-minute videos. Now, maybe there's more to that story. Maybe he had to do some live streams too. I don't know. I think either way, it's insane to complain about that publicly.
Did he really text his mom saying, "Can I sue this guy?" Steve is a weird guy, it seems. What? Guys, let me know what you think, okay, in the comments down below.
$5 million. You still got to sign on to Roobet again. You got to go back to Roobet. But what I find even more insane is he then confronts the owner of Roobet, or the owner of Rumble, and he says how unfair it is. And this is all because he had to spend money on his content. He says how unfair it is. This is the CEO of Rumble.
I don't know. What, you pay me $5 million? I spent $2 million on videos. What, I made $3 million for fucking putting Rumble in the map.
Imagine going, "Oh, you paid me $3 million." Like sarcastically clapping at somebody. "Oh, big whoop, you paid me $3 million.
I made $3 million for fucking putting Rumble in the map.
Wow. The level of entitlement is unbelievable. I don't know how anyone watches this and goes, I relate. Like, isn't that why people like influencers? Because they relate to them? Who's relating to that? Oh, $3 million. Big whoop. So that's all preamble. He's back on Roobet. He's at Rumble making millions, but that's not enough. He's got to run a new project.
Feels like another Logan
He wants
Paul
to start
fucker,
his own
right?
crypto coin. He calls it Hero, and I'm just going to let him kind of do the talking here.
All right, boys, I am on X, and right now, what I realize is that the crypto community and the entire Twitter needs a hero because I am sick of all these motherfuckers, these rappers, these people that just rug. And I just texted some.
I'm sick of it, dude. Me too, Steve. Actually, that we have that in common. I'm sick of these celebrities. Quick cash grab. They lead their followers to the slaughter. Let's see what happens.
Nerds, this guy. I said, hey, yo, nerd, what people have rugged? And he said, Martin Shrell, Soldier Boy, Lil Pump, Floyd Mayweather, Trippie Redd, Bryce Hall, Logan Paul, KSI, Dwight Howard, 50 Cent, David O, 6ix9ine, Jesus Christ, Rich the Kid. I was never guessed that one. Dylan Danis, Waka Flocka. Guys, I am going to be the hero. I do not need fucking money, dude. I just bought a fucking jet last week. I swear.
Wait. So you brought a jet last week and you don't need money? I think that means you do need money, though. Actually, I think that means you do need money. And actually, I have proof of that. In Telegram, he would later say he's paying off his house and renovating his house. And for the next 5 months, he has to pay $100,000 a month for the jet. So it's a bit dishonest to say you don't need money, right? Like, that's not quite true. You literally need money for the jet you just bought. But okay, let's hear him out.
I do not need money. I'm going to be... You see these hands? You see these hands? These are what you call diamond hands. I don't give a fuck. I give zero fucks about money.
Hands for real, bro. Show them.
No, I do not.
By the way, these guys in the background are important. They will later be,
and
or some of these
these
guys
leeches are
will
they
be
as well.
the fall guys for this whole scheme.
Not care. I am going to be the hero. I'm going to be the hero for X,
Two
for the crypto
cigarettes, what
community.
a
I swear to God.
fucking mad
Money
lad, right,
over
guys?
legacy.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, oops. He goes, money over legacy, catches himself.
Money over legacy. Jesus Christ. Legacy over money.
This dude
No,
is
we got to keep it
retarded.
raw. Legacy over money. Being legendary over money. I don't give a fuck, dude.
You are
I'm gonna
literally
be a
money
hero.
instead
You see
of
all these guys? I said, hey, nerd, what people are fucking rug and scam on crypto to make a few $1 million? Bro, I don't need money, dude.
All right, so that's the setup. He launches the coin. He doesn't need money, right? And bear in mind,
this guy, yo.
okay, there's a lot of names, a lot of a blame game that's going to be played in a second here. Because he says he doesn't need money. But if you'll notice, there are people in the background throughout this, these people that Steve is calling, just like he said, he refers to them as nerd. Hey, nerd, come here. Well, those guys, like people like, he calls this guy the nerd. These people, Steve is later going to scapegoat and say they're the reason that this coin has now crashed. Because if you actually look at the chart now, because I did, it looks like this. Coin is way down. And I said, who dumped? Steve replies, I think the people behind the coin in beginning. They deny everything and keep using the word snipers. That's the oldest trick in the book, dude. And if you see, that guy's face looks a lot like this guy, the guy he condescendingly called nerd. I don't know if this guy was just pissed off and was like, you think I'm the nerd? Okay, great. I'm going to screw you over. I also don't know if this is a big front. I thought about doing a big deep dive investigation into Steve again, but I ultimately realized it doesn't matter. I mean, what honestly is the point? He's going to apologize and go, I'll never do that again, and then go do it. He's going to go do it again. Like, this is the same thing with Roobet. We did a big investigation. We got him. And then he's like, oh, dude, I swear, dude. Hey, unless you call me, I will never do Roobet again. And then, like, he tells me I'm going to sue you, and also I'm doing Roobet again. So I don't really see the point in doing this big deep dive investigation again. I think the chart speaks for itself. Ultimately, if you're an influencer and you have a coin like this that looks anything like this right here, that's on you at the end of the day. He insists that he's lost money. He also showed me some other people. He just kept sending me passports of people who worked for him that he suspected had done this to him. But It's just so silly. You are making millions of dollars every month for not a lot of work. And yet you still want a coin? Why? What? Hey, you don't want to scam anyone with crypto? Don't launch a crypto. You know, it's pretty simple. You could be a hero. If you're an influencer out there, in fact, if you're like, I want to be the hero of crypto, hey, don't launch a coin. You're a you're an influencer and all, you go, I want to be the hero. Don't, ever think of that? Like when you think of doing it, don't. So anyway, that's the story of Steve will do it. He now insists that he's been scammed and insists that he has no need for money, although he's got to pay off that jet, got to pay off that nice new jet he's got. So whether you want to believe he's never going to sell like he insists, or you believe money over legacy was a bit of a Freudian slip, I don't know. That's up to you. But I just wanted to share this story of Steve. I think it's a cautionary tale of what happens when you get addicted to gambling. Clearly, the guy is like, I don't know what to say. I think he's the case study of what happens when you get too much money too fast and you let it go to your head. But yeah, that's basically it. And I guess we'll check back in with him in a few more years, see what he's doing.
Hey, Coffeezilla coming back at us with that fire content, guys. Yeah, Steve, pretty weird guy. Seems like not the best guy, right? Weird, scammy. Steve, do better, man. Come on. But yeah, I just like listening to Void and Coffeezilla talk. Interesting guy. He's got a few lawsuits probably on the way, so I'm sending my good luck to him. And I think he has a funding thing going on for his lawsuits. Please make sure to go help out there. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video at all. And yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.